as in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Corvallis, Reser Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah State Aggies, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start this drive with a pass. Bring in the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play. You're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short?
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a game.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him.
Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Now watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
To the air, it's Nelson. Oh, they're after him. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Ross. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Beavers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Creates a little space. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes a grab for a big play. Here he goes. Past the tech, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Utah State.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Vaughn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming down.
He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Aggies headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Extending the play. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Direct snap. Running into the open space. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They go right back to it.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This Utah State offense has it going. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain when your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Dropping back, it's Nelson. The sure hands, it's Durant.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The Beavers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Pulls it in, it's Ross. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains, it's at the 21. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the Beavers line it up with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 1st down. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Plucks it out of the air. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the run, deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The run from the shotgun. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The give on the inside. Still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah State. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Finds his man. It's Durant. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to take off. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with it.
Going deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Durant. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Beavers with the 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Nelson. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's reeled in. It's Ross. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Lawson. And they'll knock him down. The Beavers want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
221 wing. 221 wing. Charcoal.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 35, he's open. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Aggies will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just fine.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, another incompletion. You can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. But they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And here's the third interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. It's first down from the 37-yard line. They'll leave it with him. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Forced out of the pocket. Lets it fly. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed behind the line. It's Mason. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because in first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Touchdown, Utah State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he added the extra point.
Oregon State, 10.
He'll bring it out. It's Ross. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse, showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Jamison. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
49, Oregon State, 10.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating.
Wide open spaces. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
The Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. Gonna take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it, perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
We reached the break and Utah State holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drummed. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here maybe to just get some kind of momentum.
Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell they're ready to rush this quarterback.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a tight end.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Okay, ready?
Lost to throw again. Release to the back. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
And how about this defense taking care of business, keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Buys a little time. On the run, fires downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on down.
Oh, he's got a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Creates a little room. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Nelson. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it on the outside. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Beavers!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Booth. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground with the back. Finding an escape route. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Motion from the back. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna run it. It's Jamison. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Here we go.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Steps away to find some room. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. He'll take a deep shot here. Reels it in down the left side. Running free. The inside. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
63, Oregon State, 18.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.